Hi, this is Rachel, and these are my rework designs. So, this was an assignment I had where we had to take pictures and edit them, and this is a figurine I have of Deku from My Hero Academia. The first edit I made included a lot of added gradients to make the image look more powerful, but when I looked at the first edit again, I decided that less was more, so I deleted some gradients that I had in my first edit and added more blue hues to delete the red that he had. So, in this one, he's kind of like diluted, you can't really see him as much. But in this one, you can see him a lot better, and he just looks better, more clear. And then this is from the same assignment where we had to edit photos, and this is a picture of my cat Chloe. She's a baby, and I love her. When looking at the first edit, I noticed that the gradient that I added reached her face and made her look faded. So I erased it completely on the left side and faded it out to the right so the gradient looks natural. I also added an iris blur to make her stand out. So in this one, you can tell that the gradient's like on her face because her eyes and her face just don't match with the rest of her body. So I did that, but it also just looks like natural sunlight's hitting her, and that's really cute, like that. Um, and this is an assignment where we are instructed to make stamps from our own photos, and for this I used pictures of my cats. Obviously, I love them. And so I did some light editing, but I made a lot of differences, or it made a lot of difference. The first stamp, I changed the background to a solid color and adjusted the color of the image to the cat with a more like bluish tint. And for the second stamp, I decreased the noise that I added to his face. And for the third stamp, I decreased the oil painting effect on her face and added a simple design. And for the fourth image, I changed his hue to a more reddish one so he fit in the background a bit more. So this was a gradient, and it also had a bunch of noise in it. And his face was just a picture of his face. I didn't really add anything to it. And so I felt like just doing a solid background and changing his like color really like helped. And see, he had a lot of noise to him, and his colors weren't that natural, so I made it a little more natural looking. And I added this tile effect and decreased her little pattern. And I thought that this looked a lot better because it just fits in more, blends in better. And then this is an assignment where we instructed to combine two different images and make it look like one. And to rework this one, add a shadow. I also sharpened the image by copying the layer, doing a high pass, and then overlaying the copied layer. I also messed with the color contrast and made it a more yellow tone. So like I made us like this is me, my friend Sarah, my friend Trini at a convention, who we like to do a lot, and I noticed that like the people in the background had a more yellow tone because of how sunny it was, and we had more like a reddish. So I decided to bring the yellow a bit more, and then the shadow, and yeah, and you can tell that everything's a little more clear. But those are my rework designs. Hope you liked them.